Being in a wheelchair didn't keep these two Iowans down. In fact, it has brought out their best. As sports director Scott Reister reports in tonight's Sunday Sports Extra, Dean Furness and Evan Carell continue to defy the odds and push each other to be their best.
Iowans Evan Carell.
I'm missing a decent portion of my lower spinal cord.
And Dean Furness.
2011, I had an accident on my farm where I had a hay bale fall off a tractor and basically severed my spinal cord.
Are a generation apart, but share a connection. Carell, a state champ and Drake Relays champ from Waukee High School, is now an NCAA wheelchair champion at Illinois. Furness works for Wells Fargo and is an assistant hoops coach at Martinsdale St. Mary's near his home. But there's more, way more.
Being injured late in life, I never really had paid attention to much of the wheelchair athletics that were going on, and with my community being so involved and supporting me, I really just stayed in my little world. And once I started doing the marathoning and getting involved with folks in Illinois, I got hooked.
In 2017, Dean reached out to beloved Illinois wheelchair coach Adam Bleakney, who put Furness on a path. Soon, he was doing marathons.
Chicago, Boston, New York, London.
In 2022, we did one in Duluth, Minnesota, and saw Carell doing his first.
He just approached me and he said, "Hey, my name's Dean. Not sure if you know this, but I live really close to where you do." And I'm like, "Oh."
The two Iowans decided to keep tabs on each other as their resumes grew.
Not just racing, but also life in general.
Furness has now done 17 26-mile courses, Carell 9. And recently, they cheered each other on in the same spot again. They were among the group of racers that met and completed both the Boston Marathon and the London Marathon. They continue to push each other to reach new heights.
Trying to cheer him on and tell him to go for it, right? Because his goals are pretty incredible.
Yeah, I want to make Paris this year. That would be huge.
Carell is aiming for a gold medal, and while Furness is not, each man is driving to live their best life.
I've underestimated myself for a very long time up until as of recent years, because I've finally been able to see what I can do. And also the people around me can see what I can do. I've got wonderful friends like Dean. I've got my teammates. I've got my coach who's given me more opportunities than I could possibly imagine. My family who's gone to almost every single race.
I have a lot of pride in the community here and pride in what my family's done to support me. If I can show them that I can continue to do what I'm doing, and they can get a lot of pride that they had a part in that, maybe they get a chance to brag a little bit about saying, yeah, I had a part of that and a part of his life.
It kind of feels like that I'm meant for this and that this is meant for me. And I'm not going to stop at any point in time if I don't have to.
Scott Reister for Sunday Sports Extra.